Hindi kailangan may gagawin ka ma-recognize siya ng tao. Kahit behind the scene, makatulong ka, it's a really big impact na doon sa tao.
I think that's really the blessing of blessing other people, without getting the glory. When the joy really comes from just giving fully because it's what God has commanded us, and it's like an overflow of the blessing that we also experience. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Adulting with Joyce Spring. This time around, also brought to you by World Vision Philippines. If you haven't already, please do visit worldvision.org.ph. But before we get into that, if you're watching on Spotify, go ahead and follow the show and drop a rating. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And if you're on Facebook, make sure to follow my page, Joyce Spring, for updates and extra content. All right, let's get into it. So, katokayo, Joyce, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you po. Na-starstruck po talaga ako kasi nakikinig lang po kami ng mga friends ko pero ngayon, face to face.
Yes.
So, siguro ngayon naiinggit na sila sa
Pwede mo nang isend sa kanila ngayon tong episode
Actually,
na to.
before this conversation ay aware na sila na we're gonna have this podcast.
Ano sabi naman ng friends
Ayun
mo?
po, nagwawala po sila sa GC. Sabi na, hingan mo ko ng video greetings. Ayaw mo, bibigyan kita ng mga discount sa mga iba't ibang mga bagay-bagay.
Kailangan may trade-off,
Yes po.
That's very smart, very smart. Well, you're invited here on the podcast for a very
po.
special reason because you were once a World Vision
Yes,
sponsored child, and now you're an educator, you're a teacher, you teach in college. That's quite a journey that you've had.
Yes.
Tell me more about it.
Actually, I took up Bachelor of Arts in Political Science po in Cavite State University, and I'm currently taking up my master's degree in De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. In teaching po, actually, ito po yung pinakaunang door na nag-open sa akin right after graduating from college. And I'm very grateful din dun sa first university na pinasukan ko, and now, right here po, ako po ay nasa FU Alabang, talagang malaking bagay po siya sa career development ko. At hindi lamang po doon, they also gave me the opportunity to engage in other communities po as an NSTP instructor po.
Ano ibig sabihin ng NSTP instructor?
So NSTP po means National Service Training Program. And under NSTP, there's a component po which is CWATS, this civil service, a civil welfare service training po, at doon po kami po ay nagkakaroon ng mga partnership with other communities po na pwede po namin tulungan, at ilan po sa kanila ay binibigyan po namin ng support through cleanup drives, or we are teaching kids po sa community po nila. And since ngayon po nung last month po ay summer, so mga available po yung mga kids po sa community po nila, yun po yung mga tinutulungan po namin.
Well, it's kind of similar sa pinagdaanan mo rin, no?
Yes,
Because you
po.
were a child sponsor nga, a sponsored child from when you were a kid. So tell me about that journey. Paano ka napunta under World Vision? What was that journey like? What was it really like to be a sponsored child?
I became part of World Vision when I was only 5 years old. So right from the start na pumasok ako ng kinder, talagang part na ako ng World Vision. From that time, I thought I was only playing. Talagang every time na we had a get together with other sponsored child, we're just playing. Pero not until I came to the age of around 9 to 10 na doon ko na-discover yung deep purpose ng World Vision sa life ko. Kasi from that time, ako ay ini-invite nila to be part of choral organization na meron ang World Vision, at kami ay nagpe-perform sa iba't ibang activities na meron ang World Vision. Isa doon yung isang natatandaan kong activities na kami ay nag-perform ay yung 12-hour famine. Doon po ay parang 12 hours ay no water, no any foods na need na kainin. Kasi parang tayo ay nag-empathize sa mga kids from different countries po na nakakaranas ng famine. So, isa po ko sa mga naging part din po ng activity po na
So,
yun.
marami palang activities talaga na
Yes
pag-sponsored
po.
child ka, like within the community that
Yes
you had.
po.
This was in Cavite, tama ba?
Yes po. And it's a
Mm.
good thing din po kasi they are not only giving us financial support. They're also honing our skills. Kasi before I'm not really into public speaking. I'm not really confident in going outside talaga. As a kid, talagang nasa loob lang ng bahay. Pero when we were engaged in different activities, doon ko na-realize na okay, kaya ko naman pala. Kailangan lang talaga na may suporta.
So, paano yun? Merong mga volunteers na nag-a-arrange ng activities?
Yes
Or
po.
is that a weekly thing, monthly? Paano nangyayari yun?
Weekly thing po siya. Parang every Saturday may mga get-together sa barangay po namin. Kasi parang sa every barangay po sa DASMA, if I'm not mistaken, may mga sponsored child po under World Vision. And every Saturday, parang we had a get-together po na lahat ng mga bata na part ng World Vision. Tuturuan kami ng mga stories according to Bible. Kasi as we all know, World Vision is a community-based,
Yeah.
'di ba? Child-focused and Christian organization. So yung dun sa tatlo po na yun umiikot kasi yung goal ng World Vision at yun yung talagang inano nila sa amin talagang itinuro nila sa amin growing up. And not only that, every summer, meron kaming mga parang summer vacation Bible study na
Wow, may ganon.
yes po, nag-i-invite po silang iba't ibang mga
So, gano'ng katagal ka sa
organization.
under World Vision in
From
the sponsorship
kindergarten
program?
po hanggang high school.
Wow,
Ganun po
that's
katagal.
amazing.
Yes po, ganun po katagal. And nakakatuwa po kasi hindi lang financial support yung nila, nabigay nila sa kasi every bagong magpasukan, may mga bagong gamit. Kapag ikaw ay may award, binibigyan kanila ng extra gift, galing dun sa iyong galing po doon sa iyong sponsor. And honestly speaking, Miss Joyce, anonymous, hindi ko kilala yung sponsor ko. Hindi siya nagpapakilala. Pero yun yung isang bagay na natutunan ko na kahit hindi ko siya kilala, ang laki ng impact niya sa buhay ko.
Grabe.
Na yun yung testimony na hindi kailangang every may gagawin ka ma-recognize siya ng tao. Kahit behind the scene, makatulong ka, it's a really big impact na doon sa tao na without knowing his name or her name, I know na kung nasaan man siya ngayon, malaki yung naging impact niya sa buhay ko. Kumbaga, para ko na siyang naging pangalawang magulang. Yun yung tingin ko sa kanya.
And I think that's really the blessing of blessing other people, you know,
Yes.
without getting the glory. Parang nakafocus talaga yung heart mo to serve God and to serve others. And I think sometimes people rob themselves of that joy by glorying in that act itself when the joy really comes from just giving.
Yes.
Giving fully, giving not for glory, but giving fully because it's what God has commanded us. And it's like an overflow of the blessing that we also experience. But let me backtrack a little bit because you became a sponsored child dahil I'm sure you were going through something in your own life, diba? And you did mention that, you know, your childhood experience was riddled with conflict, with financial struggle. So tell me more about what that was like and how you got into the program of World Vision.
So before I became part of World Vision, both of my parents are working. So parehas silang nagtatrabaho. Ang nag-aalaga sa amin since baby pa lang talaga kami. Kasi sunod-sunod kami magkakapatid.
Ilang kayo?
3 po kami.
Okay.
Sunod-sunod kami. Lolo at lola talaga namin. Tapos, kasi kahit naman ngayon, 'di ba, hindi kaya ng isang isang trabaho lang para ma-sustain yung pangailangan ng family. Even mga mothers natin, kailangan na rin nilang, 'di ba, magkaroon ng side hustle. At yun yung ginawa ng parents ko before. Both of them were working po. And nung pumasok na sa eksena si World Vision, that's the time po na my father decided na, Mama, tigil ka na sa work, focus ka na sa mga bata. Kasi syempre natanda na rin yung parents ng mother ko. Kumbaga, at yun na rin yung time na parang, kasi papasok na rin kami ng school. Ako, papasok na ako ng kindergarten, part na ako ng World Vision. I mean, may support na. So sabi ng father ko, sige, stop ka na sa pag-work kasi may katuwang na tayo. Somehow, meron ng tutulong. So technically, parang throughout my academic life, ang sumuporta sa akin si World Vision, tapos from my two other siblings, parents ko, kasi hindi naman need ako bilan every year ng notebook kasi provided siya ng World Vision. Tinutukso pa nga ako ng tatay ko kasi para na daw akong nagtatrabaho kasi every Christmas may mga pa-Noche Buena package pa si World Vision na
Grabe.
nakukuha lang ng mga nagtatrabaho po, 'di ba? So, yun po yung malalaking blessings na nabigay ni World Vision sa family namin na nakatulong talaga na somehow makabawas sa stress ng pamilya in terms of money. Ang conflict siguro aside from that ay yung aside from struggling kami financially, wala kaming any relatives na malapitan talaga. Parang ang sabi nga ng parents ko talagang ginapang talaga kami tatlo magkakapatid kasi walang, alam mo yun, hindi tulad nung ibang family na they can rely on each other.
Yeah.
Sa part namin, talagang talagang kayod. Kumbaga, kasi I understand naman. Siguro before, negative yung pagtingin ko, na ba yan? Di man lang kami tinutulungan ng ibang mga relatives namin. Pero when I think about it now, tinitingnan ko siya na okay, kasi struggling din sila
Yeah.
Oo,
Or
struggling din
everybody's just
sila.
trying to make a living.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo, kaya sabi ko, kaya siguro hindi rin nila kami matulungan kasi struggling din sila. And yun po siguro yung isa sa mga conflict na ang mindset ko before sa mga relatives namin hindi sila nakakatulong.
And now, your two other siblings, have they graduated also?
Yung pangalawa po ay fortunately naka-graduate na rin po siya sa college. Then yung isa po ay graduating na po next year. At yun po yung
Wow.
kapatid po namin na pinagtutulungan po namin ng aming parents na mapapag-aral po talaga sa private school.
That's amazing. Pero syempre, di ba, ako ang iniisip ko, parang pag sponsored child ka, from what you're talking about, it's really the foundational things that's so
Yes.
helpful. I mean, of course, the financial stuff, the getting school supplies, Noche Buena package, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, you can do that through worldvision.org.ph. If you haven't sponsored a child yet and you just want to donate directly for a specific back-to-school program or girls empowerment or Noche Buena, pwede nyo pong gawin yun, just as a side. But it's also that. I think the reason why I love working with an organization like World Vision Philippines is because of the programs that they have for children. Kasi kanina, I noticed you were saying na, hindi ka naman talaga mahilig, hindi mo alam kung paano humarap sa tao, but because of all of these programs that World Vision had, just biblical foundation, public speaking, having a community. And now to see you not only graduate college, but to teach also, diba? That requires a lot of public speaking. And as they say, many of the skill sets that we have as adults, we really get to hone kapag bata tayo. Or at least when we're exposed to it, mas likely na magawa natin siya. When you were a sponsored child, did you ever feel the pressure to succeed or to make something out of yourself? Kasi sabi mo nga, di ba, naintindihan mo na nung mga 9 years old ka na, teka, may tumutulong palang ibang tao sa akin. Did you feel that?
Yes, the pressure, of course. Kasi ako po yung panganay na anak, panganay na pamangkin, panganay na apo. So, lahat ng pressure as ate na sa akin. Wala akong someone na nilulook up ko as ate at kuya. Ako talaga. Tapos maging part pa ng World Vision na alam mo may sumusuporta sa'yo. So, it's a double pressure. Kasi po, parang sinasabi na, hindi ka pwedeng bumagsak. Kasi pag bumagsak ka, syempre, ang tulong ng World Vision, yes, tutulungan ka namin, pero at the same time, you also need to excel then.
And help yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
diba? Not really to excel na every year kailangan may medal or awards. But what I mean is, yung simple na makapasa ka, makita ng sponsor na ikaw ay nag-iigi rin sa pag-aaral. Yun yung give back mo. Kasi po parang every year, we're giving letters po kasi sa mga sponsors po namin. Nakareceive po sila ng mga letter, yung mga grades po namin, natatanggap nila. And yung pressure na since kami ay medyo natanda na at may mga bagong pumapasok na ibang mga sponsor child, kami na yung tatayo as ate at kuya. So we really need to be a role model din. Na makita nila na, okay, si Ate Joyce, high school na, may mga activities ng sinasalihan sa World Vision. Kung nagagawa ni Ate Joyce, bakit hindi ko rin kayang gawin?
So so when you were in high school na, or parang nung medyo tumatanda ka na, meron ka pa rin in touch ka pa rin dun sa community that you
Yes.
came from. So
Yes
pwede ka
po.
mag-volunteer.
Yes po.
Yun ba yung ginawa mo?
Yes po. Kumbaga po,
Wow.
parang as a sponsor child po, kapag medyo, na pa high school na si sponsor child, sila na yung parang pino-front nila facilitator, nila staff na try nyo ding makipag-engage sa iba pang mga younger sponsor child. May mga natatandaan pa nga po kung mga seminars na kinandak namin about reproductive health na with our age na high school, we are very knowledgeable na with that thing na we can share to other sponsor child din ng World Vision. So, yun yung siguro balik din namin at the same time na tinutulungan kami ng World Vision at the same time tumutulong din kami doon sa mga younger na bata rin. At alam naman namin kasi na kapag itong mga batang to, sila ay lumaki na at nasa age na rin namin sila naman yung tutulong.
Every girl has a dream. To go to school, to be heard, to grow up free from fear. But for many Filipino girls, these dreams are out of reach. They face the harsh realities of early marriage, dropping out of school, and being silenced by poverty and inequality. But it doesn't have to stay this way. With your support, a girl can find her voice and speak up. She can learn, she can lead and rise, strong and fearless. She can say no to the things that hold her back and yes to the life that she truly deserves. We ask you to please join the movement to raise your voice for a girl and walk alongside her on her journey to empowerment. Sponsor a girl by October 11, International Day of the Girl, and be the reason she says, yes, I can, because girls can. Visit worldvision.org.ph to learn more. And I think that's the reason why yung system ng World Vision nagwo-work siya, because it's really about sustainability.
Yes.
I mean, it's empowering the generation right now so that they can grow and be empowered to be able to empower the next generation after them. And that's really nation building at the end of the day. Parang syempre sobrang cliche, di ba? Sasabihin natin that the children are the future, but they really are. When you teach children that there is more to life than the circumstances that they were born in, that instead of thinking of themselves as victims, they can think of themselves as people who are capable of becoming victors by God's grace, by the people who are willing to help them through education, through all of these other programs, then they can become that, fulfill those dreams, have that hope, have that joy, and then live out the life that they have with blessing to pass that on to the next generation that might need it.
Exactly, ma'am. And of course, in addition to that po, yung sinasabi nila na hindi hadlang ang kahirapan para makapagtapos ng pag-aaral, actually hadlang ang kahirapan talaga siya. Hadlang ang kahirapan in reality. Sa totoo lang. Kasi as someone na nakaranas noon, hadlang talaga siya. And we need someone or an organization to support those kids na nasa ganong klaseng depressed communities. And I'm so lucky to be part of it kasi kung hindi ako naging part ng World Vision, siguro hindi ako teacher ngayon, di ba? Siguro wala po ako dito sa podcast na to ngayon. Kaya malaking bagay din na na-expose kami sa ganung klaseng organization kasi hindi namin mabibuild yung sarili namin ng ganito. Kung naging mahirap na lang kami habang buhay.
Yeah, it's a generational problem that was eventually ended for you.
Yes.
Kumbaga. Diba? By God's grace. It's really that. And that's really what we want when we talk about nation building, when we talk about education, when we talk about providing basic needs for Filipino children. It's not the thing itself. It's not water itself. It's not school itself. It's not that particular thing itself, but rather a system that ends a generation or generations of young people who have to work instead of study, who have to, just survive instead of thrive. And I say that as somebody who, by God's grace, was able to also break from that generational thing. Recently, nag-graduate ako from college. 32 years old na ako ngayon na nakagraduate ako. And that was a generational thing for our family. Like, most of the people in my family didn't graduate college. My brother still hasn't graduated from college. He's just a year younger than me. Kasi nga, ganun yung na-experience namin na magtatrabaho ka muna. And most of the time, kapag nagtatrabaho ko na, hindi mo na mapag-iisipan na magtapos pa ng pag-aaral, diba? So, it's organizations like World Vision, and it's young people who listen to conversations like these, who have the power now to make the decision na if there is somebody or if there's an organization that could help me, I have to then help myself if I want to break this generational thing that I'm experiencing. Now, we have a campaign in World Vision called Girls Can, and usually it's all about breaking stereotypes for young girls, for little girls, right? Meron ka bang stereotype about, the kind of childhood that you had or the kind of background that you came from that you're glad you overcame?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, yung palaging sinasabi ng ilang tao sa community namin na, naku, ba't ka po magtatapos sa pag-aaral? Mag-aasawa ka lang din naman. Mabubuntis ka lang din naman ng maaga. Yung palaging stereotyping for girls.
Yeah.
Okay? Na, thanks God, na-overcome ko siya. Na pinakita ko sa kanila, hindi I am more than that.
Yeah.
Na hindi ako basta-basta magpapa-apekto sa opinions ng ibang tao. So, yun yung mga ilang comments ng actually, mother ko pa nga mismo sinabihan na may isang older women daw dun sa community namin na lumapit sa kanya na parang sinabi, si Joyce, alam mo, feeling ko mabubuntis ng maaga yan. Ginanon talaga yung nanay ko. Talagang sinabi nung mother ko pag uwi ko sa bahay, Joyce, alam mo ba, sabi sa akin nung mabubuntis ka daw ng maaga. Kasi puro daw lalaki yung mga friends mo. Palagi ka daw nasa labas daw. Kasama yung mga friends mo. Schoolmates ko po yun. And kaya po kami nasa labas kasi po we're doing some activities sa school. So, yun yung mga na-break ko na stereotyping and mga negative comments way back po nung ako ay bata pa. And pinakita ko talaga sa kanila na hindi totoo yan. And I could say na proud naman ng parents ko na na-break ko yung ganong klaseng pananaw ng ibang tao sa akin.
There's a time for everything,
Yes.
I mean, I really truly believe that. And it's such a blessing to hear na you were able to overcome that stereotype. Now, let's flip the script. For example, sponsor ka ba ngayon? Are you sponsoring children now through World Vision?
Not yet pa po, pero we're planning po ng mga friends ko din po.
Wow, okay.
Kasi po, parang before, nung kami ay ate at kuya pa ng mga bagets, sinasabi namin na, someday tayo naman ang mag-sponsor ng child. And actually, I was planning it, I'm really planning it po right after mapag-graduate ko lang yung aming bunso kasi medyo supporting pa sa kanya. Pero syempre, hindi lang naman financial ang pwedeng mabigay na support. Actually, we're having conversation with Miss Krisha din po na by this year or next year, we're planning to have a get-together with other former sponsor child din na hindi man financial ang support, pero makapag-plano kami to have a community outreach program.
And even just praying.
Yes.
Praying for the children, for doing your own part. And yun nga, even in your own family, helping the people that you can help. That in itself is part of the movement of World Vision. Diba? But I wanted to ask you, like, if I were to flip the script and then you become a sponsor, or now that you're part of the community, you're helping the community that you came from, what would you love for the sponsored children to learn from your own journey?
First is humility, generosity, and at the same time, kindness. That I also gain from my former sponsor din po. Na despite not knowing his name or her name, continuous yung help niya. And I also wanted it to be like that na it's not always it's not always giving support, then there's a hidden agenda pala na you wanted always to be recognized, diba? Syempre nandun na yung recognition, pero dapat hindi dun tatakbo yung pagtulong mo sa ibang tao na tutulong ka kasi may gusto kang patunayan. Yun yung gusto ko sanang matutunan din nung batang mahahawakan ko na someday, kapag ikaw naman yung nasa position ko, take this as a opportunity to help other people, even though your support wouldn't be recognized.
I love that. And finally, if you can talk to a sponsored child today, what would be your encouragement for them?
Um, be a voice, not an echo. Yun lang palagi. Be a voice, not an echo. I'm also telling this to my students every time na we are ending the semester. Na bago kayo lumabas ng university na to, be a voice, not an echo. Kung may mga kailangan tayong i-reach out natin. Hindi man financial support, pero yung somehow lang na kamustahin natin sila, o kamusta na kayo dito sa community, ano bang mga kailangan nyo na, ano bang mga kailangan yung support na pwede naming mabigay, no, pwede naming mabigay dun sa taong pwedeng tumulong sa inyo. Yung mga ganong bagay lang, no, na moral support. Next is, syempre, financial support din kung may kaunti. And last but not the least, yung consistency na hindi lang natatapos sa isang activity, but there's there is a follow-up pa rin talaga doon sa community na tutulungan, doon sa bata na tutulungan, na hindi lang financial support ang binibigay mo. At the same time, you are giving them lessons in life na ito, kung kukwento ko sa yung buhay ko, ito yung pinagdaanan ko, ito yung pwede mong matutunan, na hindi mo na kailangan ma-experience para matutunan pa. You can experience from you can learn from other people's experiences naman eh. So yun po yung sigurong pwede kong maipayo doon sa bata.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joyce,
Thank
for
you
being
po.
on the podcast and sharing your story. I think it's such a blessing to hear how somebody who has been with World Vision from you were kinder all the way till you were in high school now has a life transformed because of the generosity of not only one person, but of a community of people who believed in your potential and in your right for proper education and basic needs. So, maraming salamat.
Thank you so much
Thank you
po.
for being on the podcast. And if you guys were inspired by the story and you want to be a part of the World Vision Philippines movement, please do reach out and check out worldvision.org.ph to know more, and we'll see you on the next one. Paalam!